Okay. Okay. All right. Uh, you should be ready to stream. I'm just looking for yet another what's it called? I'm looking for a very specific type of hold on, where is it? Hold on. Say the head loved me, tall and tan and young and lovely. Shoot, I can't find it. Dang it. Hold on. Hold, please. Come on, where is it? Actually running into my time here, which is so frustrating. 1 second. Crap. Crap. Oh, please. Come on. There it is. Okay, all done. Okay. Okay. There it is. Okay, that's a lot better. That's exactly what I want, actually. That's actually a lot better than the other thing. And so far as I can tell, is work safe. Thank goodness. Alright. Okay, let's get started. Alright. Hello, everyone. My name is Paolo Jasa, and welcome to this week's edition of Manga Drawing Lessons Online. Let's see now. So this lesson is provided by the Governance branch of the Enoch Pratt Free Library in Baltimore City, Maryland. Learn how to draw anime and manga characters step by step in bi-weekly online sessions. Build a sketchbook of your drawings to become a real artist. Supplies and resources for the program will be available at the Governance branch and online on that long URL there, which you can also get to via the QR code that's right there as well. No prior drawing experience necessary. Now, just keep in mind, this is a sister program to the Manga Drawing Lessons IRL, which we'll be doing upstairs of this very branch. So if you're local, which you should be, because otherwise, how are you getting the stream? What's it called? All our art supplies are available upstairs, as well as a whole bunch of board games and other activities for teens and young adults. Check out more Steam events at the Pratt. Because technically this is a Steam event. We're doing lots of art here, but specifically technology to a certain extent. Although we're probably going to have to go one tier lower in terms of technology. I, being a little more sleepy than last week, unfortunately forgot my what's called tablet that I used to draw on, and my spare tablet is also at home, which sucks. It's not great. So I'm going to have to be doing this caveman style, which means actually doing stuff pen to paper. However, this is actually the start of a new year, which means Slurpstream. I should mention that this is a mix of chocolate almond milk, cold brew coffee, and my favorite protein powder from Wegmans, because your boy is trying to get buff. Not really. Okay, so we're actually going to get started with a whole new project. As you saw before, actually, I think I can actually pull it up. Let me go ahead and pull it up because I posted it on my Instagram. I was kind of really proud of it, and I thought, hey, I should post this. Here, you should be able to see it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So, So this is basically what we ended up finishing on a few days ago. What's it called? A few days ago, not a few days ago, a couple of weeks ago, no, a month ago, for the online version of the manga drawing lessons online. Essentially, I updated this version of to SE from My Hero Academia to this more dynamic posed, better colored, better drawn, quite frankly, version of Tsui. Still have some issues with the toes and stuff, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Anywho, pink, pink. That's a little bit of a spoiler, but this is our program. There are, what's it called? There are a whole bunch of these from starting from today all the way until next Tuesday, the 31st, the next Tuesday after that, and the last Tuesday of February on the 28th. But we, again, as I've said, we're going to go caveman style because I forgot my tablet. And so, let me just transition. I hope you can actually see this. This is my actual sketchbook on pen and paper, what's called pencil and paper, literal pencil and paper. It's upside down because I was trying to set this up. The nearest thing to a tripod was essentially the computer screen that's up here. And what you're seeing here is essentially a webcam pointed directly at my sketchbook, but flipped upside down so that you can see it right side up. So it means that this is actually my right hand, not my left hand, because it's mirrored. Actually, hold on. I think I might be able to. Am I able to mirror this? Hold on. Transition back. I might actually be able to mirror this. Hold on. Can I? Oh no, I can't. I can't mirror it. I should be able to, but surprised that I can't. Oh well. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah. Apparently, so for the record, this is my right hand, and this is just upside down. I don't have a tripod, so I wouldn't actually sit up. As you can see from the other camera, that's my right hand. Right hand. Right hand. This is just sitting upside down. Anyway, more on this later. But what I wanted to do is essentially set up a. Oh, I should also mention all of these lessons and stuff, and all the other assets are going to be available in this other folder, which is the other QR code that you should see on the screen right now. Wow, this is. Sorry, the. Did the music stop? Hold on. It's not supposed to do that. Okay. And so the memory foam on this thing is kind of bananas, which is great, but also I can't hear anything. So hold on. Okay. Oh no, that feels weird. That feels too weird. Okay, hold on. Nope. Okay, this is better. Sorry, I was trying to get the noise canceling on my earphones to do it properly, but it wasn't doing that, which is not great. Anyway, back to business. So I wanted to um, I wanted to start a fresh new project for the fresh new year. And as I've mentioned before, what's it called? The last version of oh, this feels weird. Okay, nope, I'm not gonna do that again. The last version of Ellie, our QR, what's called Manga Journalist's mascot. We put her in a box, and then we turned her into Fantasy Archer. And hopefully, we're going to go ahead and try to make her into a steampunk character, specifically using using this book as a reference. And I'm going to show it right here. What's it called? This book called. Yep. Jeez, it's backwards. It's backwards. Oh no. Hold on. I'm just gonna do my face. There we go. This book called Steampunk. It's a whole bunch of his steampunk works, which is, as you can see, very, very cool. And the type of aesthetic that I'm going for in terms of the next iteration of Eevee. Hold on. I'm trying to find one that's actually a little bit more steampunky. Like, there it is. Like this tarot thing, which is temperaments and the devil. It's pretty neat. Yeah. So I'm going to be primarily using, I'm primarily going to be using his work as sort of a jumping off point for all of, as a jumping off point for all of the designs that I want to kind of sketch out, because this was fun. I based this on a lot of fantasy stuff, specifically, oh, what's her name? Evangeline or Eva from Wakfu. It's a series that, if you don't know, should watch on Netflix. It's fun. First few seasons are great. Not sure about season 4. And like the Archer from Goblin Slayer, I don't recommend that one. But basically it's like a fantasy type thing, and it's really fun. I want to do steampunk this time. So, all of his other this is more diesel punk actually, because it's got like the World War One aesthetic, that sort of thing. This is his Instagram. Excuse me. Under Kuromori Insta, which no, right? Okay, what does Rikai-kun say? So I have this Rikai-kun. Uroi. Oh, his name literally means Black Forest. That's accurate. I was about to say, it's like, did he really name himself Black Forest? I was like, I guess he did. I guess that works. Anyway. What I wanted to do today is probably go through his work, maybe sketch out a few ideas, and look through a couple of other places where we can find ideas for where we can find our drawings. Now, obviously, you can just stick like whatever search term you want on Google and have a whole bunch of images at the ready. But I wanted to highlight a couple of places. I want to highlight a couple of search engines that are like better, kinda, than the other ones, because they're not always like. Pinterest is great, but it's also really, really not great. Hold, please. I'm trying to find the other one, because I have one that's up, but Okay, hold on. Think. And think. I want to highlight a few search areas for this. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, heavens. Okay. Hmm. It's sneezing a lot. I don't like it. Anyway, so because we have a specific artist in mind when it comes to like, I don't want to say taking their work. No, taking inspiration or reference from their work. The very first place that you want to go to is, well, their Instagram or wherever they would show or have their show off their like professional work. If they have a Instagram, that's great. Or Twitter or Tumblr or what have you. Um, just bear in mind that it may not be all of their work, because some of the, for example, like some of their work might just be in like a book or something, which is why it's not there. Um, Otherwise, like um, Kuromori is a great example for finding an artist whose work is available online for like either reference or like inspiration. Because, for example, um, his gallery is his gallery. Uh, what's it called? Their gallery. I don't know what their gender is. Their gallery is a mix of like fan work. You can very clearly tell this is Suletta from the new Gundam, The Witch from Mercury, and a lot of this is also a whole bunch of Final Fantasy XIV stuff. I think because he is one of the main illustrators for that. In fact, um, his work is actually reminiscent of um, Sako Yamamoto, Yam, Yama, Yama, Yamada. Um, Basically, like the artist for Final Fantasy, the very original guy. And his stuff feels a little less ethereal and more grounded, which is great because of all of his like machinery work. Like, look at this Howl's moving castle like thing, but it's very clearly just more of a more into steampunk than the Howl's moving castle, which technically is steampunk now that I think about it and remember it in my mind, but this is more specifically steampunk, which is the avenue that we're going to go to when it comes to creating the new mascot for March and April. Oh, this one's fun. Uh, what is this? Is this a gun? No, that's a telescope. It's basic. Also, just as a side note, I really love the aesthetic of like um, small character, huge weapon, like Tinkaton from the new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and this, and I think way back reference Momo from Breath of Fire 4. And something like this is just really fun to see because it's so silly, it's so impractical. I love it. Um, this one is actually more practical, like a kind of an explorer type thing, sitting on a rock like this. Very nice. The little details that his costume, um, clockwork jewelry. Oh, I think this is uh, what's it called? I think this was actually from like the book. I'll have to check it again. But as you can see, lots of Final Fantasy XIV stuff. This is a lot more steampunk. Is this steampunk? Yes, this is definitely a lot more steampunk. In fact, like right down to the hats and the glasses, it's very. None of it is practical. Steampunk is not practical at all. The good steampunk is, but this is like fun and fanciful, which is great. But at the same time, it's still kind of very silly. Hold on, is it? No, no, that's Final Fantasy XIV. But yeah, something like this is really nice. This kind of mood of of like this kind of mood period. It's very good. Let's see. I had a couple of search engines that I also recommend. Uh, so Pinterest, I've mentioned before, is great, but it's not really good at finding the actual sources for steampunk stuff, not for their images. So things like Same.energy is the newest one of them, where like whenever you click on something, say this character, this what's it called, you'll actually see where it's supposed to go, and it goes straight to Pinterest. Gosh darn it. Okay. Yeah, that sort of thing is how it goes. So this is Same.energy. This this um, image search engine, Unsplash.com and Pixabay, they're basically like a whole bunch of photos that you can use because they're properly sourced or they have like what's it called? They have various um, the copyright is okay for you to use in your own work, and it's just generally like not stealing stuff from just random folks online. Same with Pixabay and all that for free download. But as you can see, Same Energy for Steampunk has a lot more specific takes on the steampunk genre than we like. Then um, and it really focuses on the vibes, if that's possible, which I didn't know it was, but apparently it is, and so that's great for doing that. Uh, Get the Fender grow away. Yeah, we're going to be focusing on these illustrations and stuff as we go along. When it comes to all of these, when it comes to the next version of Ellie, is it Ellie? I literally wrote her name. It's not Ellie. It's Evie. It's Evie. Uh, I think one of the students upstairs actually named them because it was either that or a different name, and I can't remember right now, but I like this name a lot better. Anyway, that's enough yabbering about. Let's actually draw something. Ooh, oh my god. I'm so old. Ah, ah, mm, whew. Man, I'm so old. But old enough. Old enough to feel my bones. My bones. All right, so what we're gonna do is, we're actually gonna try to sketch something. Oh, it's already smudging. Oh dear. I mean, what can I do? It's a 2HB pencil. I'm pretty sure I did bring my other, it's called my other H pencil here, but it's not really good for sketching because it's like too light. I kind of want to see some smudge on it anyway. Now, let's go this one more wavy line here. It's all real. It's all pencil and paper. No digital stuff. This is all the magic of actual sketching. Anyway, anyway, uh, let's see. I'm gonna look through like I'm gonna see if I can just capture, rather stick a few of these images in my head, rather images here. Find some of these images here. One moment. Okay. Let's see. I like this one. I'm looking for like a large. Oh, this is more Final Fantasy though. I want something more steampunky. Come on, that's more Final Fantasy. Okay, so there's this. This is actually in steampunk, the steampunk reverie. Um, they actually have a name. Actually, hold on. This is Gary, the saxophone player. Oh no, this is not Gary. This is not Shiname, not Ruby. This is Susie. They're literally a sussy, sussy bot. Um, so I'm basically seeing this on the other screen, so it's easier for me it's easier for me to look at the screen than the book. Ironically, even though I have the actual image here. I really love the kind of simple thing that they've got going on here. In fact, actually, let me uh, transition over just to show you exactly what I mean. The big poofy sleeves, the simple skirt, and the big like thigh-high boots, which makes no sense. I'm trying to think about it, it's very silly. Let's see if I can find elements um, of her character and I can put them. Uh, Excuse me. Jeez. Honestly, I think mostly it's the hat. I love the hat. It's like this straw boat hat. Uh, a boater hat? No, what's that? Straw boater hat. That's like got like steampunk stuff on it. Very simple. Just add circles, add spokes, add wheels, type thing. There's even a little belt buckle on the hat. Like why? It's very silly. I love it. And it's almost as if on the other side there's also this steampunk thing that has no reason to be there. Actually, the hat is a little taller. And I'm going to draw her nose here so that I can actually draw her glasses. And we assume that the hair is coming out of her head. Although Evie doesn't really have this much hair, it's more of honestly the affectation at this point. In fact, it's called. It's almost as this her um, her what's it called? Her hat is being blown away by her by some unknown force, which is causing her hair to go crazy a little bit. I really also love this. Can't really see it, but like this ruffled collar type thing, which seems again heavily impractical, which means it's perfect for steampunk. Very silly. I love it. And of course, she's literally wearing an accordion and like strange gloves and stuff. It's like the strange ruffles that also part as her um, what's it called sleeves as well, kind of like a recurring motif of on her collar. You can actually see that. How is it? Eh, it could be better. Could definitely be better. And I wish I had a tripod I can actually see it here. Otherwise, this is working. It's working out fine. It's not too bad. It's called. We're running a little bit out of time. I'm going to have to do this. So I'm going to have to do this like on my own later. And the hand. That's such. Such specific finger shapes. Anywho, it's her hands. It's like this glove bracer type thing that she's wearing as well. Almost like 3 layers worth of bracers that like crosses over her arms like this. Okay. It makes no sense. Heavens. I should mention that this is just sketching out a whole bunch of ideas, or rather, copying and pasting some ideas that I like onto paper so I can kind of think about them a little bit more. Like, I love the big puffy sleeves here because it's hugely impractical and kind of silly. And in the last time that we made the mascot, Evie, we created her as like an actor. For the steampunk universe job I want to give her, but she does work in a library, so maybe like a steampunk library. Write that down. Um, I think that's. I should mention that that is legit one of the one of the thorough lines of the book when it comes to like there's actually like it's half a art book and half a manga, and the manga half essentially um, the manga half actually has like a barista slash librarian that like listens to the stories of her patrons as she goes throughout the day. In fact, that would be her on the cover, as you can see here. I don't actually know her name. Does she have a name? The township. Township. Basically, a flying like. She has like they show even. Shiori. Shiori is right. So that's right. Yeah, Shiori Township. There's even a nicer like look for her here. Yeah. Which is really cool. I might just straight up steal her look. Add like my own things to it. But yeah, so these are explorations on my literal sketchbook, which is what you should be using sketchbooks for. Unless you actually mean to display a sketchbook, it's supposed to be messy, it's supposed to be dirty, it's supposed to be smudgy. And that's okay, because it's a place for you to play and experiment in whenever you have ideas that you want to try doing. And it's a place for you to just keep attempting something that's like, this isn't right, try it again, this isn't right, try it again, until you have like 50 drawings of Velma or something. Yeah, it's like her aesthetic right and stuff like that, which is great. Let's see if I can find another. Oh, I forgot. I just realized like that's not just an accordion, that's a steampunk accordion. And that's bananas, which is great. Because it's got little big dials on it. That's completely nonsensical. You don't need that on an accordion. You do need the keys and piano keys though. That's interesting. Let's see. Yeah, so look back on the future, Steampunk Museum. The Happy Halloween thing. Oh man, this is such a look though. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to this one because this is not the aesthetic I'm looking for exactly, because Evie doesn't dress as vavoom as this lady, but I love this entire bit of like the corset, the hat, the steampunk stuff on it. Even though like tights have little bat wings and belts, that's so silly, but it's so amazing. I do still love the little puffy armbands though, the little puffy dress thing. God, what's this arm? Oh, I was about to say, what's this leather armband for? It's very obviously for the creature to what's it called? Climb onto her shoulder without scratching her to bits. And it's like, no, that makes perfect sense actually. But the ram's head, that's just no, that doesn't make sense. Rams don't get that small. It would have to be either this is a huge lady or that's a very tiny ram. And definitely this doesn't make sense at all considering how long ram's horns are. So anyway, the entire aesthetic is kind of silly because it's creative anachronisms and all that, but um, that's not a bad thing. It's just it's more or less fun. I love this skirt though. It's so poofy. Like the way that the fabric kind of folds in and over itself is fantastic. And the way that he's managed to evoke that feeling is very, very good. Like there's even this bit where you can see that somebody's folded the fabric into itself in order to like get it out of the way or something, and how the folds and the fabric go up here where it's being held by the lady's fingers. That's fantastic. All the little ruffles here. Oh, very good, very good. I'm still not over the bat stockings though. The bat garters, so silly. So fantastically silly. I love it. It's like it's like that silliness that's similar to like how many versions of the sexy Halloween costume can you get to? And it's like it's just like that. It's fantastic. Anyway, let's see. This is more actual steampunk stuff, which is neat. But it's very simplified in terms of the aesthetics, which is great. But at the same time, it's like, it's all the same. This is why I like the illustrations a lot more, because there's a lot more ways to kind of expand on the theme of the theme. And hopefully we can find more of that. When we get through this. Oh. I'm running low. I'm running low on this, oh dear. But yeah, hopefully this has been like an interesting way of showing what my process is. Can you all see that? Yeah. Okay, so this is upside down, so I can kind of uh, uh, there it is. Draw her, and then the bat tights, which is very silly. Bits and pieces of what I find interesting in terms of this in the goes in the sketchbook, and we'll put it all together in like a drawing. For example, what I was thinking of is basically a square type illustration, because it needs to fit into like it needs to fit into like, you know, if you're on the website and then you click on my programs and you see the little picture, I need that to be there, and it needs to be square. And so regardless of how, like for example, like if it's like them looking at a telescope or looking at a telescope or something with a steampunk hat, and just a manga right here or something. Then it needs to fit in a square so that it can be fit on a it can fit in that little little square box that you see the original illustration. But yeah, have we been? Oh, it's about that time. So I need to ungo. I need to bugger off, unfortunately. Let's see. So, just as a reminder, Um, Manga drawing stuff is going to be online not next week, but the week after. Next week is going to be IRL, which means if you're in the area, the Govins area, and you want to mess around with all of our fun art stuff, you can. All of it's upstairs, ready to go, that sort of thing. And if you don't, the week after that is going to be online, which I will hopefully, because I need to do this by the end of January, very beginning of February, because you need to have at least a month before they send out all the flyers, which I hope will be in here. Anyway, oh, actually, does that no? No, but what? Oh no, do I need to do it until? Oh my goodness, I might have to do it a little earlier because I need to submit stuff into localist and I don't have image. Ah, heavens. Okay, I'll submit something in there. We'll see. We'll see what works. Um, Actually, this works just fine, but I want to do a square type image so I can use it in the next one later. But for now, we're gonna have to call it a day in terms of we're gonna have to call it a day in terms of all the stuff we're doing. Because I need to go back upstairs to make sure everyone's okay. Anyway, this has been Paolo Jasa. I am the young adult librarian of the Governance branch of the Enoch Pratt Free Library in Baltimore, Maryland, or just above Baltimore, Maryland, in like the Govins Towson, in the York Road area, the Govins area. What's it called? And we'll see you in a couple of weeks. And we'll see you in the IRL sessions, hopefully sometime in next week. Okay. See you guys later.